This is Headlands, Manicaland Province. We want to hear it from the horse's mouth, from the fellow farmer. Hear him explain his experience with PAN7M81, our long season variety, and also to hear how he's doing it this side, the management practices that he's going through. So it's good that we hear it from another farmer and also try and copy or try to do it the right way in order to attain high yields, in order to have a good yields in your farms.
So we're here today at Tsanga Ranch in Headlands, looking at the PAN7M variety, and we've done 40 hectares of this season. This was late planted in the last week of November, so fairly late for this medium to late season variety, but it had a quick dry down period, so we've managed to start combining this the first week of May, and it's sitting at 16% moisture at the moment. And as you can see, it's a very tall variety, so very suitable for fodder crops for cattle. And in this case, we've done it as bulk maize contracted with Delta. So we've gone to 60,000 plants per hectare on this particular land, and the plants have single cobbed at this high population. But I found that it has been a higher yielder with this high population. We're sitting on 11.5 tons per hectare in this land, and in the second land, which we combined first, that was at 50,000 plants per hectare. We did notice that it double cobbed in that land, but however the yield was slightly lower there, sitting at 10 to 10.5 tons. So just talking about the management of this particular variety, it was a good crop to work with, this PAN7M81. It was quite slow to grow, but it showed signs of good pollination and good flowering. So we didn't have any issues with that side of it on the pollination. Some of the management that we did was armyworm control, which was every 3 weeks we would change up our insecticides. So first spray was Lambda, and then we went with worm kill and Optimator. Between those three we were rotating. We never follow through with the same insecticide twice, so that the worms build up resistance to it. So that's just one of our management tools that we found helped this season, is changing up the insecticide, not sticking with the same one. And our weed management, we came through very late with our post-emergent spray. We could almost not see the maize, so it was quite a bad flush of weeds. But that we found was perfect because the bromoxynil, that's what we used, that whacked all those weeds. It washed them back right down, and as you can see, our land was not too bad at the end. We've got a bit of greenery in here, but it didn't manage to set flower and seed, so we're going to have a much cleaner field in this next season for tobacco.
So now that you have heard it from a fellow farmer, from your colleague, yield ranging from 12.5, 10.5 per hectare, which is quite good and quite amazing. But we also want to appreciate the effort that he's been talking about, the fertilizer management, the pest management, and also, if you have been listening very carefully, the alternating of different pesticides in order to cater for pesticide resistance, which is very good in terms of pest management, especially in this era of climate change where pests are really a challenge to the farmers. We also want to appreciate that the farmer has been observing the characteristics of PAN7M81, the likes of double cobbing, and also we are also learning here that when the plant population is high, we also experience single cobs, but we have heard it that it's also single cobs but with high yield. So it's a good thing to get to know and to get to have experience of that. We've heard of all the characteristics that he was mentioning about planting late and now they are already harvesting, exhibiting the character of PAN7M81 of quick dry down rate and also high shelling percentage being shown by the average cobs, which are having such quite high tons and high yield per hectare. So would like to appreciate that good standability being exhibited by the high population that the farmer has been talking about, 60,000 plants per hectare, 55,000 plants per hectare, which is quite a good character, especially to a farmer who is taking farming as a business. It's a good thing that you need to consider when choosing a variety to work with. So this is what we have in headlands. You also need to know that these are very cold areas of the country, and with this, with the weather that we experience here, you will see that maybe the yield may decrease. But we have seen it that with good management, with good varieties, you can also have good yields. Thank you so much.